Well, hi there, everybody. How are you today? My name is Glendora, and I'm 96 years old. No hospitals, no doctors, no medicine, no pills, no bills, and vegan. And I'm going to live until I'm 107 years old. Now, folks, I've been doing public access television shows for 54 years. Right now, you are watching show number 14,258.
458.
Thank you. 14,458.
Yes.
And we built the Glendora Public Access Television Network of 78 public access TV stations from Boston to San Diego. And our affiliates are
Boston Neighborhood Network,
Glenn Williams,
Quincy Public Access TV,
Quincy Public Access, that would be Rick and John,
Pittsfield Community TV,
Pittsfield Community TV, Jim Clark and David Cachet. And then Springfield, Massachusetts Public Access TV called Springfield Focus, Steve Carey.
Southeastern Connecticut,
Frank Ficini.
New London, Connecticut,
Drew Wilson and Reggie and Mary Ann.
Newtown.
Newtown would be David King and Franny. And they have 16 franchises.
North Windham.
North Windham, that's Willimantic, Janet Osorio, and the Reverend Scott Bartlett.
Meriden, Connecticut,
David Smith. And then
Manchester, Connecticut.
Can you play it back for me, or? I'm sorry, folks, about the interruption, but it was about taking care of a bad fuel that you don't want to put into the ground. Now, Amy, where were we? We had Manchester. Oh, and the next one would be New Haven, where Yale University is. That's who? Timmy DeGrady. And next?
After New Haven is Hartford.
Hartford, Gil Martinez, and West Hartford is Jan Evans, and East Hartford is Chuck Tree.
Norwalk, Greenwich, and Stanford.
Mitch Menard.
Torrington.
Torrington would be Doug Harrell.
Waterbury.
Al Cole. And the police officer, David Villardo.
Norwich.
Norwich. Ellen and Kathy Special. And okay, who's after that one?
Farwell. Robert
Thank
Farwell.
you for that, remembering that, Amy. Robert Farwell. And after Norwich comes
Danbury.
Danbury, David King. He and I have been doing public access together for 44 years. David King, Comcast System. And Candy and Jonathan Capiello.
Carmel, New York.
Carmel, New York. How about Melissa Leonard in Seymour?
We did not write Seymour.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Seymour. And that would be Charles, let's see, Jeff Reynolds and George Reynolds.
Carmel, New York.
Carmel would be Jennifer Hennenberg.
Rye, New York. Rye, New York.
Yeah, how about a countdown?
Oh.
Sorry about another interruption, folks. Rye, New York, Larchmont, and Janelle. And Yonkers is next one?
Larchmont, Mamaroneck, yeah. White Plains, then Greenberg, then
Amy, to go to sleep again, huh?
No, I'm just making sure where we left off. Yonkers is after Greenberg.
Yonkers is Robert Jackson and Jennifer Oyala.
And then Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
Yes, that's Jeanette Santiago.
Brooklyn Free Speech.
That would be Tony Riddle and Tyrone Gorin.
Next one is Queens Public Access.
Omar Flores.
And then Staten Island.
Jillian and Patricia Brady.
And then we move on to Wappingers Falls.
That's the Reverend Taylor Holbrook.
And then Middletown, New York.
Yes, that's Maureen Hogan.
North Country Capital Region.
Yeah, that's where Glendora lives. That would be all the way up, way past Glens Falls, folks, way past Lake George, almost up to Plattsburgh.
Binghamton.
Binghamton is Judy McMahon.
Jamestown.
Jamestown is our dear Brian Papaleo.
Papalia. Yeah.
Papaleo.
Buffalo.
Buffalo is Robert Lewis.
Suburbs of Buffalo.
Yes, 14 suburbs where the Buffalo Bills are in Niagara Falls. That would be Rick Zapp.
Yeah, Rich Zapp. Yes.
Okay.
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, New Jersey are darling Kenny Velez and Jason and Kim Brown.
Northwestern New Jersey.
Northwestern New Jersey is Betty Ann Smith. We've been together since the year 2000.
Trenton,
AD.
New Jersey.
What'd you say?
Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, Trenton. That's Angelina, and listen to this, folks. Enrico Casanova, and guess what Enrico did? He has found a software, and not only is he putting the program on in Trenton, he's going to put it on every Comcast server in the whole state of New Jersey. Wow, what coverage.
Montgomery,
Maryland. And who was that? Paul Lyko?
Paul Lyko. Philly Cam.
Philly Cam is Gretchen and Debbie Reynolds and Dr. Gordon Bermont.
Chicago.
Oh, sweetheart Leslie Johnson and Grady Davis and Joe and Kenny and Bianca and Jackie Sanders.
Highland Park.
Now, who is that one? Victor
Walter. Portland, Oregon.
Lauren Coulter.
San Francisco.
That's your dear Clego that you like so much.
San Jose.
Chad Johnson.
San Diego.
Our sweet Paul Mateau.
San Antonio.
Robert Browning and Jeannie Browning and Frank Burns.
And Los Alamos.
And Los Alamos. Now, everybody, did you hear about the woman who got married 4 times? First, she married a banker, then she married an actor, and then she married a minister, and then she married an undertaker. What did that add up to, Amy?
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go.
Indeed. And the barber said to his customer, "Where are you going on your vacation?" And his customer said, "I'm going to Rome." And the barber says, "Well, you won't like Rome. The beds are hard, the food is no good, and you'll never get to see the Pope." And the young man was disheartened, but he decided to go anyway. And when he came back, the barber says, "Where did you go on your vacation?" And the young man says, "I went to Rome, the beds were comfortable, the food was delicious, and I did get to see the Pope." And the barber says, "You got to see the Pope? What did the Pope say to you?" "Well, he pat me on the head 3 times, and then he said, 'Where did you get that haircut?'" A man was in a men's store, and he said to the owner, "May I please try on that navy blue suit in the window?" And the owner says, "No, you'll have to use the dressing room." The Swedish construction crew got a job furbishing an apartment on the 4th floor. In the late afternoon, and when it was time to quit, the foreman came around and he said, "Hey, you guys finished?" And they said, "No, we Swedish." And the teacher said, "Johnny, you cheated on the test. The first question was, who was the first president of the United States?" And the girl across the aisle wrote George Washington. And the second question was, who was president of the United States during the Civil War? And the girl across the aisle wrote Abraham Lincoln, and you wrote Abraham Lincoln. And the third question was, who was president of the United States during the Louisiana Purchase? And the girl across the aisle wrote, "I don't know," and you wrote, "Me neither." Now, folks, listen. Children, listen to this, children. There's only one public free speech left, and that's sidewalk free speech. And sidewalk free speech always has and always will receive the utmost protection. But you are sidewalk free speech, because in the Cable Act of 1984, Congress declared that we were an electronic soapbox. Now listen, when I asked the people how much time I had to talk to you, they said 20 minutes, and I'm going to save the last 2 minutes for the applause, but I'm going to leave you with a question. Are you able to keep public access television going for another 54 years? Grace and peace.